Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a whole house reset to give you guys that cleaning motivation. My house is a mess. We have been snowed in over the weekend and I didn't really do any cleaning at all, and I typically kind of stay on top of things. This is what my house looks like if I let it go for a couple of days. So you're about to see what my version of a messy house is. At least to me, this is extremely messy and gives me so much anxiety. We're going to tackle it all today and get this house reset so that we could restart our week on Monday when the kids went back to school with a fresh start and a clear mind, because I've always said this, but I feel like having a clean home helps to reduce anxiety and give you mental clarity.
On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good.
We're going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. Here is my living room. I did a lot of sitting on the couch curled up in a blanket while obviously my kids played. They of course just got a lot of new Christmas toys, and Hank thinks that my coffee table is he quote unquote his road. Anytime that I clean it off, he immediately puts his toys back on it. So it does not stay clean more than 5 minutes. My main tip for cleaning your room or your house or anything is to bring in a basket or a bucket or even a box. It does not matter. I like this collapsible laundry basket that I got from Amazon because it stores easily and doesn't take up a lot of space, but you can really use anything. I've literally used cardboard boxes before, but I just bring that into the room that I am cleaning and I put anything and everything in it that does not belong in that room. That includes trash, dishes, or just items, toys, clothing, anything at all that doesn't belong in that room. It helps to keep me on track and keeps me in that room, because a lot of the time that you spend cleaning is going back and forth. And that's, if you have ADHD, you know that's where you get distracted. So if you could try to focus and stay in that room, go ahead and bring in your cleaning rags or whatever cleaning supplies you plan to use into that room. Bring that bucket in and stay in that room and don't leave until you are done. That is my biggest tip. Then my biggest takeaway that I can possibly give you in 2025 is the bucket method. And of course, I did not come up with that. I'm sure someone else has come up with that idea. I came up with it as far as like thinking, oh, that sounds like a good idea. I didn't see someone do it, but I know I'm obviously not the inventor of that hack either way. Somebody I'm sure came up with it, which I was thinking the other day. This is kind of a totally random thought, but you know how certain things were invented or certain sayings were invented or certain ways of doing things? Do you ever think that maybe like it wasn't just one person who thought of that? Now, probably with big, huge things, maybe like electricity, maybe that was one person. Just little things. I can't think of what it was exactly that crossed my mind that made me think of it, but I was like, I'm sure somewhere in like another country, another mom thought to do this hack. And then another woman in another country also thought to do it. And you know what I mean? Like probably hundreds of thousands of people. So it's really not original. Does that make sense? That's such a random thought. I don't know if it's coming over into the voiceover how tired I am, but I am struggling today. My 3-year-old really had a hard night last night. I don't know what was going on with him, but 3:30 in the morning, he was crying and I could talk to him over the baby monitor. So I said, "Hey buddy, what's up? What's wrong?" And he said, "I want to be awake." And I said, "Honey, it's 3:30 in the morning. We're not going to be awake. We've got school tomorrow. You've got to go back to sleep." Well, he wasn't having it. So I got up and I went in there and I rocked him, and he was very tired. I could totally tell he was so tired. And I said, "Are you ready to get back in your bed?" And he said, "Yeah." I put him back to bed. And again, he was up at 5 o'clock and he never went back to sleep. He just laid in there and whined until it was time to get up. I don't know. He was wild and ready to go today. I was worried if he was going to be able to even go to school today, but he was wild. And I was like, somebody help me. I have a feeling he's going to be very cranky later. So we will see. They do nap at his preschool. He usually doesn't. I feel like today he will, which is usually a recipe for disaster, but we will see, because they only nap for like 20 to 30 minutes and that's just not enough. I honestly don't even know why they do it that way. I would just rather them not nap there there and he can nap when he got home, but it is what it is. I am struggling and mama needs a nap. Maybe I will take one because my eyes are burning and I honestly am hallucinating. I'm not even kidding you. So funny story. I have a picture frame sitting on my desk here where I'm doing my voiceover and I'm wearing a baseball cap today just because I need to wash my hair and I look a mess. And I'm sitting here editing and out of my peripheral vision, I see like the shape of my head with the hat. But because I'm not used to wearing a hat and I'm not used to seeing that, it scared the crap out of me. I don't even know what I thought it was. And then earlier I could have swore I saw something crawling, like a bug crawling on something. And I can't remember what it was, something else earlier. That is how I know that I am sleep deprived, is the fact that I am hallucinating. To clean the furniture in here, I was using that Pledge multi-surface in the rain shower scent. I think that's right. I can't remember now. I love the Pledge multi-surface. I use it mainly on my stainless steel, but I found this rain shower scent and you guys, it is so good. I got mine at Walmart. I love it. Now, obviously it's multi-surface, so you can use it on your granite, you can use it countertops, stainless steel, everything. I think you can even use it on glass, but I love using it on my stainless steel. That is my main favorite place, and the rain shower one smells so good. I was using the citrus one and I used it just simply because I liked the way it cleaned, but I didn't really love the way it smelled. This one is ooh, I love it. It's going to be one of my top faves for this year for sure. Because I have my entire house to clean and I'm tired and I don't want to have to worry about the floors as well, I'm going to put my little robot vacuums to work. I'm using my KOE in my robot vacuums. I do this all the time. I also use it in my Bissell Crossways. I've talked about this before, but it's an odor eliminator. It's non-toxic and you can use it on literally any surface. You can even use it as a fabric refresher like a Febreze. I am using it in my robot vacuum and I'm going to go ahead and get that going. So I'm just adding some hot water and KOE in there, and then I'm getting it set up on my app to just clean the living room for now because I need to actually clean the front rooms. You'll see in a minute, they are a disaster. And then I am spraying some, this is actually hypochlorous acid that I'm spraying on the dog bed. You can and definitely should use the KOE on a dog bed, like that's what it would be made for. But I'm just using the hypochlorous acid because I had the bottle of this already made up. I do have a bottle that I keep of the KOE made up as well to use as a cleaner and like a Febreze, but this one was there and that's what I grabbed. But you can use hypochlorous acid in the same way on fabrics to eliminate odor and kill bacteria. I can't talk. That is also one of my top. That is my top favorite cleaning product of 2025. Like that's my top favorite cleaning product of 2024 because I found it in 2024. I got the robot vacuum cleaning the living room floors for me while I get straightening up in here. As you can see, we were out playing in the snow. So this is all our cold weather gear. We built like a little, well, we tried to get started on an igloo. That didn't go too well. We got tired, but we made snowmen and it was so fun, but we did not get nearly as much snow as they had said we would, which was a little bit of a bummer. I do hope that we get another good snow before the winter is over because we have some big plans for a fort, okay? And as I was driving home today, I noticed that someone that lives near me built a really cool igloo and all of the snow is melted except for like a couple of people. I still saw their snowmen, and these people built a really awesome igloo and it was so cool. And I have such a bittersweet memory about the snow and building an igloo. So when I was a little girl, I grew up in Indiana, and one year we got like 18 inches of snow, and me and my little friend Jacob, he was my neighbor and he would walk over to play with me, and he was also my little boyfriend when, we were in grade school, so you know what I mean. For a brief period of time, we called each other boyfriend and girlfriend. He came over, and we have pictures of this somewhere. I think my mom has them. I wish I could find it, and I'll have to ask her about it today. Maybe she can send it to me, but we built an igloo, him and I just have that memory, and it's such a random memory. It's just a core memory. And he did end up passing away from COVID a couple of years ago, just very suddenly. And it's just very sad. He had two young kids at that. He was a really nice guy, and it just really sucks. But that is something every single time that it snows, I think about him and I think about building that igloo. And when I saw that igloo today, it just made me smile and it made me think of him.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. from a hot California. I forgot how you look like in
When I was down there dusting my table, I realized how thick and caked on the dust was on my grill here. So I got my vacuum. Oh my goodness, you guys. My voiceovers will be all over the place today. I got my vacuum. Uh, and I'm delirious. I told you all, you know how when you're super tired and you just are giggly over everything? And I decided to clean it because it needed it. And then I'm also going in with a rag. It probably needs replaced at this point because some of the paint is kind of chipping. We replaced our one upstairs. It looks so good, but it's kind of a pain because you have to like repaint everything. This is your friendly reminder to change out your air return vent filter because it is important to keep your HVAC unit running smoothly, but also because this is literally the air that you breathe, especially if you have pets. I actually use a brand called Colorfill and I set it up on a subscription. So they come in the mail on a regular basis. I think I do every 3 months. And then that's my reminder to change them out. You can do that on Amazon, subscribe and save as well. But that's the way I recommend doing it, just to keep you up on making sure that you change those out on a regular basis. Before anybody comes for me for dumping out my dirty water in my sink, it's seriously okay. So save yourself the trouble. This is my house and I feel comfortable doing it this way. And I clean and sanitize my sink daily. So again, I feel comfortable doing it. It is my house. You do you, boo, and I'll do me. But also, you're probably thinking, another robot vacuum? Well, I do cleaning videos for my job. So I am lucky enough, a perk of the job is I do get stuff sent like this sent to me. And so I do have a lot of them. And it is an excessive amount. I would agree to that. I don't need this many, but I love them and I use them every single day. So I'm fine with it. So I have the Narwhal. And then I have the Eureka. I actually have 3 downstairs and 1 upstairs. The one upstairs just does the carpets and the ones downstairs mop and vacuum. And I just kind of trade them out so I don't wear one out because I do use them like 2 to 3 times a day. So I just let them take turns. And again, that's just a perk of the job. Obviously, the normal household is only going to have 1 and that is plenty. I just wanted to put that little disclaimer in there. It seems like for whatever reason in 2025, a lot of people are just mad at everything. And hey, I get it. Like, life is stressful, but like, don't come at me for, silly things. Like, seriously think about what's making you mad before you go and comment some hateful comment on somebody's video because like, it's embarrassing for you. I have these little art frames that you can open up and put your kids' artwork in them. And I've been asking Kinsley for something new for the new year because I had Christmas artwork in there. And that is what she drew me, a little family picture. I thought it was so cute. I'm waiting on Hank to make me something, but right now he is totally into coloring right now, but right now he is obsessed with this one black marker and he just scribbles black all over the page. And so I'm waiting for something maybe to come home from school or something like that I could put in there. So his is still a Christmas stocking for now, but it is what it is. But I do love those frames. They're really cool. And then in the back of them, you can store the old artwork if there's anything special that you do want to keep. I don't keep every single piece of art that my kids, but I do keep a lot of it. Also, in watching this footage back, I realized that my foyer table there is not centered on the wall. And I literally got up from editing that and went and fixed it. So if it was bothering you, don't worry, it is fixed now. I guess I just didn't realize when I had pulled it out to vacuum back there that I didn't put it back on the center of the wall, but it's all good now. And as you can see, my vacuum is in there cleaning the floors for me. And honestly, these robot vacuums do an excellent job. I do go in and use my Bissell Crosswave like once a week to like do more of a deep clean, but really overall, the robot vacuums have come such a long way from where they started, and they actually really do clean really good. And a lot of them nowadays, especially the 2 that I have, well, I have 3, but 2 of them are Narwhal and one's Eureka. They have the technology where they get right up on the baseboards as well. They do an excellent job. They spin, they apply pressure to the floor. I've talked about them before because I was sponsored with the Narwhals. So I've talked like all about the specs and everything. The Narwhals are very expensive. So I will link the Narwhal robot vacuum for you. It is an investment. It is something that you're going to use every single day. And I think I did the math. If you break it down, I'm going to redo the math really quick because I was trying to think of it in a different way to make it like where you could justify it because it is an expensive item, and I understand spending that much money, especially in today's economy. They're around $1,200. You can get them on sale though, so just definitely look out for sales. But if you divide that by 365 days a year, you're looking at just over $3 a day, like $3.30-ish a day. And when you look at it like that, because I do use mine daily and I do have animals, if you don't have animals and you don't need something like this, I think that spending that much money on this one in particular would probably not be the best idea. I would just get something a lot cheaper. But if you do have animals, especially animals that shed, and you have kids and your floors is a cause of concern for you in your house, and we know doing floors is very time consuming. If you are in the market for one and you do meet that criteria, I love the Narwhal. Again, it is expensive, but it's about $3 a day and it cleans your floors and you can use it however many times a day you want. You can have it going all day if you want. The way that they work is when the battery dies, they go back and recharge themselves and then they automatically restart cleaning when they're charged up. And you can also put them on a schedule so you can have it clean at night when you go to bed. $3 a day is literally nothing. A lot of people spend like $5 a day on coffee. So you just have to kind of change your way of thinking and see if you can justify it in that way. Anyhow, I just spoke for like 10 minutes on robot vacuums, but I'm a huge fan, and I know about, 5 years ago, they were kind of like hit or miss. Like they kind of do a good job, but they get stuck on everything and they're missing a lot, but they're not like that anymore. They're really awesome these days.
If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
I found these chore charts on Amazon and I'm going to share them with you guys. I really like them. You can also use them as just for yourself, as like to-do lists for yourself. If you're a list maker like myself, I use these for the girls and they really like them too. It's kind of really satisfying for them, but you just use a dry erase marker. They do come with a dry erase marker and they are magnetized. They come with magnets you could put on the back, or you can hang them as well. And I cannot talk. Here we go again. You write down what their chores are, and then when they complete it, they just slide that little slide over and it will be a green check mark. And that's how they could keep track of what they have to do, what they've got done. And then you can also see what they have to do and what they've got done. So I was making a little chore list for them of some things that they needed to do behind the scenes while I was cleaning the rest of the house. And again, they really enjoy these chore charts and I enjoy them. In fact, my middle daughter enjoys it so much. My oldest does this too, really, to be honest, but they enjoy it so much that even chores I don't write on there, but things that they need to do and they know they need to do, they write it down on there just so they can check it off. So I just thought that was cute, but I got the pack of 2 on Amazon. I think they also come in a pack of 1, and there was a couple different colors as well, I believe, but I will link them for you and you should get them. I highly recommend them because I think it was like $10 for the 2 of them. Maybe it was 15. I think it was 10. Also, if you see Kitty sitting here at the table and then the kinetic sand and what went through your mind was, oh my gosh, does she use that as a litter box? I had that thought probably a little too late, actually, because it was sitting there for probably a week and I realized, oh my goodness, I hope she doesn't see this and think that she can do her business in here. And thankfully she has not, but because it freaked me out so bad, I said it's time to clean this up. Plus, I think it's been out for a couple of weeks now and he's kind of tired of it. So I wanted to put the kinetic sand up so that I can bring it out another time when they're bored and say, well, here you go. And they'll hopefully at that point have forgotten about it and it will be new and exciting to them. But we love those kinetic sand kits. I shared them in last week's video. So if you want the link to them, they are in last week's video. The whole kitty and kinetic sand thing was like a aha moment and I immediately freaked out. But thankfully, she did not use the potty in there.
All the memories
my first video for the year 2025, I kind of had an influx of hateful comments and they're not there anymore. So if you want to go look for them, you're not going to find them because I did just block these people because I find that for my mental well-being, if someone is going to come on and say something hateful, I'm just going to block you because I don't see the point in opening up the app and checking my comments and seeing someone trying to steal my joy or, dampen my day. And that's what it does because I'm a sensitive person. So if you're going to, comment something hateful, just know I'm going to block you and I won't even remember your screen name. I won't remember you or your comment, so it's just a waste of time essentially. But I had a thought. I don't know. First of all, I don't know what is going on in 2025. I spoke about this briefly a minute ago, but just like people are just so mad and they're mad about the silliest things. Like, why are you on YouTube watching cleaning videos if you don't I just don't get it. Like, people are mad that I don't wear gloves. They're mad that I don't wear slippers. They're mad that apparently I walk through where I've mopped on the floor. Like, just the most ridiculous, silliest things. But I had a thought that I've never had before about hateful comments and it's kind of changed the way that I view them. And that is it's embarrassing for them because imagine if you go on a video of mine and you comment something so hateful and silly and then someone in real life sees that comment. That's embarrassing for you. Stop doing that. When you comment stuff like that, it is a reflection of you. You seem angry, you seem bitter, you seem like you're struggling with something because who on earth goes on a cleaning video? My videos are not controversial. They're literally either you like cleaning videos or you don't, and you don't have to like my cleaning videos. You don't have to like the way I clean, just don't watch me. But the fact that you take the time to comment something hateful is embarrassing. Stop. Grow up. It's 2025. The mean girl thing is not cute. Nobody thinks you're cute or funny. People think you're ridiculous. In the kitchen here, I am using my hypochlorous acid and I've been preaching on this stuff. You probably are sick of hearing me talk about it, but I'm going to continue because it's my top favorite cleaning product of all time. It's amazing. And yeah, that's what I'm using in here. And if you're wondering what it smells like, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it kind of smells like bleach, kind of like chlorine-ish. It dissipates very quickly, so it does not make your house smell like that. Unfortunately, actually, because for me, I wouldn't mind my house smelling like that. I like my house to smell kind of like bleach, but I know I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not the majority. I don't know. Maybe I am. Do you like your house to smell like bleach? I don't know. It doesn't really leave a smell, but you can smell it. That's what it smells like, but it does not bleach your clothes because it is not bleach. Again, it's non-toxic. Just in case you were wondering, it doesn't have a nice pretty smell. It's supposed to be where it removes odors as well because it's killing bacteria. Who is pulling in my driveway right now? Oh, I think they're just turning around. Scared me because it was like a truck with something in the back and I don't know who they are.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower.
I was thinking when I was filming this as well, I wanted to give you guys another tip for getting motivated to clean because trust me, I know that from the videos, it might seem like I've got it going on. I'm hustling, I'm getting it done, but I lack motivation just like you guys do. And one thing that motivated me today on this day, because I was honestly dreading it because like I spoke about in the very beginning, this was my house out of control for me. I don't let my house get the way that you're seeing it in today's video on a normal regular basis. For me, this was really out of control and it becomes very overwhelming. One way that I motivated myself was to, one, take it room by room. Just think, okay, I'm going to do the living room. I'm going to get that done. I'm going to do the kitchen. I'm going to get that. I put my little earphones in and I was listening to some good music and that really did help. Also listening to audiobooks or podcasts, that also helps pass the time as well. So if you have any great audiobooks or podcasts that you want to share in the comments, please share with everybody and let us know, put us onto it so that we can maybe have something new to listen to. That is how I got motivated in this video. Another thing that I was thinking about as I was filming this video is that when your house is messy, like my house is in this video, it's harder to keep up with everything, because when, at least the way that I think, and this is probably a little bit of like OCD or something, I don't know. But when I'm in a room, I think about everything. Like, you have no idea what's going through my busy mind. I don't get to clean on camera the way that I would actually love to clean if I had the time and the energy, especially because I don't want to move the camera around and make that many cuts in a clip. But I'm thinking about like literally cleaning the ceiling, y'all, cleaning the walls, cleaning the light fixtures, cleaning everything. And I do clean some of that stuff off camera. And the reason I don't put it on camera is because it's just much easier to do it really quickly off camera, not worrying about getting the right angle and then having to edit that later. When I'm in a room, that's the things that are going through my mind. Oh, I need to clean the baseboards. Oh, I need to clean the ceiling fans. Oh, I need to clean the windows. Oh, I need to clean the blinds. All of those things are going through my mind. So when I was in these rooms and they were really messy, obviously that was the main focus, was cleaning up the toys and kind of decluttering and straightening it up, tidying. But when you're doing that, when you're doing the basic just tidying, and then you think about deep cleaning on top of that, that is extremely overwhelming for me. And I'm sure it probably is for you as well. I wouldn't do the two things in one day. And this is usually how I operate. And I've showed this in past videos, but if I'm going to deep clean a room, typically I want to start with a blank canvas. I want it to already be tidy. If you want to spend one day or 2 days, depending on, everybody's schedule is different, tidying up, putting things away, putting them where they go, and then go in and deep clean on a separate day. Because when you're trying to tidy and deep clean all in the same day, it's a lot and it takes a lot of time and it's mentally taxing and it's physically exhausting. So that is another tip. Just go in, when you're thinking about cleaning, it's in kind of 2 steps. And that also goes with decluttering and organizing as well. I'm not trying to go into a room like you've seen these rooms begin in the beginning clips, like the before clips. I'm not trying to go into that room and declutter and organize. I'm trying to go into that room and tidy it and put everything away. Then my next step would be to declutter and organize, or to deep clean. And I think breaking it down like that helps a lot, because you don't want cleaning to become too overwhelming, because in my experience, anything in life, if you make it overwhelming, you're not going to do it. And that goes with like dieting, exercising, any type of goal. I think I heard somebody speak recently about like New Year's resolutions. And when you set all these New Year's resolutions, it can be kind of intimidating and you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, really, because you should look at it more like, so say you're going to, a big one for New Year's is exercising. So say you're going to say, I'm going to start exercising in January. Instead of saying, I'm going to exercise every day for the next year, set a more realistic goal. Like, I'm going to try to exercise 3 times a week for until I get to March, and then I'm going to reevaluate and see how I'm feeling in March. Set more realistic goals for yourself and they become more obtainable. Like, crash diets have been proven they never work. It's just not obtainable. Things like that are not things that we can, in our culture, and whatever, maybe it's different in other countries, but I know just like in America and our daily routines, and a lot of our routines look similar to each other's, it's not obtainable. And when it comes to cleaning a house, which is what I do and what I'm here and trying to help you guys with, that's where I'm thinking and my priorities are, on how to make this easier, how to help people. Because I know a lot of you, from the comments that I read, I do have a lot of you that are like me and you keep up on your house and you've got to keep it tidy all the time. But I also have a lot of you that really struggle. And first of all, I'm never judging you, because that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making videos, is for people like you, because I realize that it does not come naturally for everyone. I've experienced this in my real life with my friends and family members. I have friends and family members that it just literally does not come naturally to them and they really struggle. And that's okay, because guess what? They do have things that come really naturally to them, that they succeed in, and that are really good, that I look at them and I'm envious of. Whereas where I am really good and I succeed in life is keeping a clean and tidy home. That's just something that came naturally to me ever since I was a very little girl. I've been interested in it. I take joy in it and I'm good at it. But not everybody does, and that's okay. But what matters is that you're trying, and if you're here, I assume you are trying. And so I'm just trying to give you tips on how I do what I do, because I'm sure I've got people coming to my channel that watch my videos and they don't know how I do it all. And to me, it comes naturally and I don't really think about it a lot, but I've been trying to think about it. Why am I the way I am? How do I keep my house as clean as I do? What are my habits? What are my daily habits and things that I'm doing to maintain a clean house? Because yes, they come naturally to me and I'm not thinking about them, but there are people out there that it doesn't. And maybe if I tell them these little things that I seem to think are silly or, not important, maybe they would really help someone else.
You do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just want to make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I want to kiss you before the sun goes It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love.
So at some point during the filming process, I must have hit the wrong setting on my camera, and I filmed all of these clips from the time that I did the little putting the stuffed animals on Hanky's shelf in his room to the end. I filmed in the wrong setting. I filmed in slow-mo. And so you guys can't tell because I've edited them up to look okay, but for behind the scenes purposes, they didn't work out. And so there was a couple of clips that I would have loved to put in behind the scenes, but they didn't make it because there was no audio because they were filmed in slow-mo. So I'm sorry about that. There's not as many behind the scenes as there typically is for that reason. My bad. I don't even know how that happened. I really don't know how it happened. It's kind of driving me crazy, but so I'll have to be more careful in the future. But there are some behind the scenes, so stay tuned for those. They are coming. I'm going to tidy up my room and my bathroom really quick because at the end of the day, that's where I go once I put the kids to bed, and I'm tired after cleaning all day, and I definitely want to retire to a clean and tidy space. So I'm doing this for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share my content with friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, anybody that you think might enjoy my cleaning motivation videos. Please share. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to support my channel. Also giving me a thumbs up and also commenting. They might not seem like a big deal to you, but they are a huge deal, and they are free, and they help to support this channel. So you know you're not paying to watch my content. It's completely free for you guys. It does take me a lot of time to film these and edit them for you. So if you wanted to give back to me a little bit, those are some things you could do, and it wouldn't cost you anything at all. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so sorry for all the times that I've stumbled over my words. Again, I am so tired. Hopefully I have a little bit of time before I got to pick my son up from school that I can take a little nap, and maybe that will help. But I will see you guys in my next video. Don't click out yet because behind the scenes are coming, and I will see you guys next week.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
I hear you breathe, that healthy breath. I know it's all of you that I get. One bedroom flat, I locked the door and put that photo of her on the floor. Been here for hours, it's getting dark, and we did everything and nothing at all. And I should leave, 'cause this is bad. Your hands make up for the love we don't have. I watch you shower, so beautiful. The way the water drips on your phone. I always knew you were too good for me, and that we would never be. We shared the last cigarette. It is the least thing that I regret. Now close the door, leave you asleep. The town is empty, just like me. Baby, we're wasting the room.
Hold on.
They're being mean to me.
What are you doing? Hold on. I can't hear you. Hold on. My headphones are in.
The girls were being mean to me.
They were being mean to you? Oh, I'm sorry. Mommy's cleaning your room, okay?
I want new toys.
Well, I'll get new toys out when I'm done cleaning your room, okay, baby?
Okay.
You can't come in here while I'm cleaning.
But I'm tired.
You're tired? Come here, give me a hug. You can watch your iPad for a little bit. I'll be down in just a second. Your iPad is by the coffee maker if you want to watch your iPad for a little bit. Or do you want Sissy to put Sonic on the TV?
No, I want to be on
No,
bed.
you can't be in here because Mom is cleaning in here.
But I'm really tired.
I know, you can lay on the couch and watch Sonic.
No,
You can't, you could sit in your chair.
no,
Do you want to sit in your chair and watch your iPad while Mommy cleans your room?
no.
No, because I'm going to be fixing your bed. Okay? Do you want to lay in Mommy's bed? Okay, do you want to watch your iPad in there?
No.
Are you just going to lay in it? Okay. Don't pee in it.
He just went pee.
Okay.
I wasn't calling you, I was calling him.
What's Kitty doing?